We are live. We are adjusting our camera a little bit here. There we go, and just a touch down. Oh, it's a big canvas tonight. Look at the size of that canvas. Whew, boy. I'm wanting to buy a smaller canvas, let me tell you. But I keep forgetting. And I'm always challenged. It's like, I want to get a bigger canvas one day. I want to do a big monster canvas. I just would like to do that. And see what we could create together.
Hi,
I have...
And hopefully you guys can hear me. Donny's speakers on his phone might be dirty. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us both. Or...
Yep. Here's my my brush cleaning thing that Joy got me for my birthday.
Okay.
It cleans your brush. It's pretty cool little device. Kind of works like watering your dog. You know, when you clean a brush, it adds fresh water each time. But it's not real big though. That's the problem. It's very small. And just learning how to use it, I've emptied half of the cleaning ability out of it. So, I'm thinking of doing like a dark sky, moonlit night. And,
Hi, Jimmy.
hey, my front row. Good to always have my front row.
Hi, Cher.
Ah, my fair share. We all get to have our fair share. Good you're here. Good you're here.
Everyone can lift up Ann Reynolds in your prayers. She said she's not doing very well, but I don't have the details, but she said she's not doing very well.
Hmm. Nope, not quite. So we're cutting out the moon tonight. Remember last week I had some sky already ready? That really motivated me. You know, we had a really great time last week because I wasn't having to play around so much with wet paint. And I wanted to do that again today. So I got home early and my check engine light, well, not check engine light, my low oil indicator light came on when I got off the highway. It's like, you know how you kind of do those roundabouts on the highway, so the oil slides to the side, and wouldn't you know, that thing went. I thought, oh my goodness. Now about 3 days ago, maybe 2, but I think 3 days ago, I took the trash out, and when I pulled out of the garbage place, I came around the side and I missed the road. Silly me, I was kind of looking out the driver's side window to see if there was any mail in the mailbox instead of paying attention to where I was driving. And my wheel dropped off the pavement and I went bang on a rock or something. But I got out and I looked to see if anything was flowing out or if anything was wrong, and nothing was trouble. But since then, 3 days later, all of a sudden my check engine oil light is on. So that's not good. That's not good. So for now, I put some old oil in there that I had left over from my last oil change. And I found out where the leak was. It's right in the pan. So I went to Rock Auto and I got set up to order the stuff and got everything all set. And them silly Rock Auto people, they're like, oh, tell more people about us. And I'd like, no, I want to skip that screen. Well, that blanked the whole thing out. The whole order, which made me very frustrated because then it was time to get ready to paint and I was going to be like satisfied that I had met the conditions of the challenge of having a leaky oil pan. And it only drips about every second or so. That's probably why it took 2 days to get to the low oil light. And so tonight we are going to do a moon, and we're going to do mountains and a lake.
Smoky Mountain Man said, "Blue moon, keep on shining."
Or shine on harvest moon.
Yeah, yeah.
Shine on.
Hi, Nancy.
Shine on harvest moon. Up in the sky. Shine on, baby, since January, February, June, July. That's an old song. I think it was old when my parents sang it. All right. Clouds, brushes, black, white, deep blue. I need deep blue. There's deep blue. So the sun will have gone down. We're going to use this called Yanni Blue and True Navy. Yeah, we're going to use True Navy. I don't think I'm going to use Cobalt. Cobalt's a little bit different. Deep Navy. What's the difference between Deep Navy and True Navy? I'm about to find out. Ooh. So True Navy has more life and blue in it. Deep Navy has more blue, and True Navy has more of a gray blue. Cool.
Smoky Mountain Man said, "I know that song. That shows how old I am."
Never tell. I don't recognize that's what you're supposed to say. That's before my time. That's
Smoky
a...
Mountain Man said Deep Navy was darker.
Yeah. So, True Navy, Deep Navy, maybe your Navy. And if I got another blue around here to enjoy. No, I think I don't. All right. A good dose of black. Whew. And, oh, I know what we're missing. We're missing the gray. Yeah, we need dark blue gray. That's what we're needed. Okay. Yep, we'll use him in a minute. All right. I am looking for a brush. There it is. So, well, let's do a little lead pencil here. So you can see from about there. All right, so we're going to do a lake here. So there'll be a lake here. And we're gonna do mountains. Let's see, let's do mountains. Shall we do the deep? Shall we do high or low? Let's do low right there. So we got low mountains over here, high over there, lake right here. Okay, and you know, we could bring that lake down a little bit narrower and maybe have a river coming off of it at the bottom. We could do that. That could be interesting to have that come off at an angle. That could be good. All right. All right, so we know, oh, we can tighten up this painting a little bit.
Sheriff said, "Now that song is stuck in my head."
Uh-oh. Well, let's sing another one then. Boom diada. What else could we sing?
Amazing Grace.
Some another old song like that where we wouldn't get a hit on it.
I don't know. Amazing Grace? Is that a hit song?
Yeah, that's not a hit song. That would probably not get a hit to him.
Amazing Grace. You're the singer, not me.
Well, I was thinking of like an old like, oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama, now I live in Tennessee. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me.
Hey, Spaceman.
What's going on in space today? Yep.
Over on Smoky Mountains Blessed channel, it's got the 8-ball thing on there in the chat, where now you can ask 8-ball a question. You hit the what is that thing? You know, the line with the dot under it? Exclamation point. You hit exclamation point, and then hit the number 8, and then ball, and then you ask a question next to that, and
For those of you just joining us, this is not a blue dot painting. Although if I went like this, here's looking at you with blue eyes. But we're not doing blue eyes. We are looking around, but that's an encouraging thought that we could do that someday. We'll put some more gray, just a little bit more gray.
Jimmy said, tell Donny he can use silicone to fix that oil pan.
Oh, well, it's not a gasket leak. The oil pan is actually cracked and leaking. And I'm buying a new oil pan gasket silicone, because the silicone said 600 degrees, so that's what I'm going to use for that. And see, because I want, let's see, I want some, I don't know if I'm going to use this blue or not. That's almost, you know, maybe that's the blue for the water. What do you think? Should we, that might be better for the water. Let's stay away from that. I'm going to use my little cleaner. Use my cleaner, clean my brush.
The voice on the spaceship go off and on.
Mm-hmm.
He said, just finished some Taco Bell. Cher said they had Del Taco.
Del Taco, 99-cent Toad Ranch. Del Staters, 99-cent Toad Ranch. I wonder who'd remember that. All right, so we're going down here. Mine right here. And then down right here, real close, right there.
Okay, what does it say on your phone?
What does it say on my phone? It says, want to allow this app.
Is it okay or whatever?
Okay. Yes, it's me.
Okay.
Match the number. Tap the number shown on your other device.
This one.
This one.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're good.
All right.
Yep. I messed up my wife's day and I wasn't even home. Isn't it wonderful, husbands, when you can just mess up your wife's day and you're not even home, and then when you get home, you're already in trouble and you don't even know what happened. Sweetheart, what did I do? Huh? You put a code in the phone. I was just trying to up our security. Boy, what a mess. But I don't know how many guys that happens to, but it happens to me.
Cher said that Del Taco is cheap and tasty food.
No, unlike Taco Bell, they quit being cheap a long while
I
ago.
know, you can pay $15 for one person to eat there now.
Yeah. They were just lured us in over the last 20 years. And then they changed the price. Okay. I like. Let's see. I'm looking for that very bottom color, the one that's right on the horizon when the sun goes down.
Is there a thing on there again?
Yes.
Okay, do the same thing, but
Same thing. Yes, it's me.
4 or 5.
I got it. Okay. So we're trying to do that last little bit of sunset right there. That's looking pretty good. Boy, something bit me when I was outside on the ground looking at my oil pan. Something right in there. Just a touch. Just that touch. A little bit more touch. Okay, there it comes. Nope, didn't miss it. I missed it. Let's try that again. Here we're going to go across. One more time. All right. Not quite. We're looking for that last little wisp of cloud and blue right there as the sun's disappearing. Okay, and then a little bit of a right there, a little bit more, and then let's get a, yeah, that's good, that's good. All right, and we're going to pull that across. All right, ooh. Ooh, I like that. Now, that has motivated me to water. That's, ooh, boy. All right, so we've got a,
Hi, Rhonda.
we're going to make our water
Hello,
here.
Hi, Haven Kevin.
Hi, Heaven.
He said, happy little whiskey clouds.
Happy.
Rhonda's saying hello to everyone.
Happy, 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 happy. Now we just happy, 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 happy.
Let's see. Rhonda's birthday is tomorrow. So let's everyone wish Rhonda a happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Help
Rhonda.
me, Rhonda. Yeah, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that lake blue.
Sing happy birthday song to her.
Oh, shall we?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Brush, brush, brush. Happy birthday, dearest Rhonda. Happy birthday to you. Brush, brush, brush.
And many more.
And out the door.
Hi, Haven Kevin said happy birthday, Rhonda.
I'm thinking we need just a little bit of that turquoise color.
So thank you. 99.
Just a touch.
Sarah said, happy birthday, Rhonda. And she sent you some balloons.
Yes. Yeah, see, I'm just creating our lake here. I felt the need when I saw the moon reflection that we need to do the lake right now, and that way it can dry while we're doing the rest of things, and then we can come back to the lake and put our reflections on. And the lake has to get a little darker as it comes down. All right. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Just the ending of the sun being gone right there. Very good. And then what shall we do? Shall we wait? No, I want some more. I want a little bit more definition in the water. A little bit more definition that we can play with in a little while. Okay. All right. And now we're gonna pull that horizon line right there. All right. Okay. And amazingly enough, our sky is starting to dry, so that's good. Let's see. I'm gonna dip the water brush. Am I all done with the water? Yep. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dip the water brush. We'll get into another brush. And this time we're gonna deal with some more gray in the sky. You know, I used to laugh because one time I said, I'm not your funny poetry person. When I do a poem, I like it to rhyme, you know. And so I said it as an example. I said, I like my poems to rhyme. I don't tell those poems like, gray is the sky, gray is the sky, cold is the sea, cold is the sea, gray is the sky, cold is the sea. And then I started laughing, going, boy, that was pretty good. Man, that was pretty good. Great. And I was making fun of it, and it was actually good. So, you never know what poetry can be, what you can do. Muses and poems and Longfellow and Edgar Allan and all of those people, all that stuff together. There's amazing what we can do with all of that. And the talent that God gives us and the ability to spread our talents and help see. So now we're just going to put a little bit more gray in the sky and cold in the sea, and it's kind of like another level. We'll call it we'll see what English Navy looks like here. English Navy. It's English Navy. They polished him up so neatly that now I'm an Admiral in the Queen's Navy. Righto. So let's mix some English navy with some gray. And let's put a
Cher
little...
said, I write poems too, they must rhyme.
Yeah, I like them to rhyme. I'm a rhymer. So I know y'all don't have time or whatever to speak a poem. I'll tell you one of mine.
Mine have to rhyme too.
Yeah, now Joy is a one-line rhymer. She likes every line to rhyme, whereas I do the 2 to 3 lines, and they rhyme in between the lines, you know. But and so she's got a couple good ones. And that was encouraging. It wasn't long after we got married that we did some poetry together. Oh, you know what I'm doing wrong? I forgot to do my sparkles. I forgot to do my stars.
Candy.
My stars. I forgot to do...
Oh, she said, I'm watching, but I can't comment because I'm painting too.
Ooh. How lucky. How lucky you are to be painting with me. Or the other way around. What shall it be? Me painting with you or you painting with me? I forgot to put my stars in. My stars. And then I'm supposed to do my stars and then do my clouds. Silly boy. Oh goodness, I'm not getting any results here. Come here, stars. Come here, stars. Okay. I don't know where my stars are going, but they're not coming on my board here. Let's try again. Hopefully it's not a big gooky thing. All right. Some big ones, some small ones. Boy, I don't think that's gonna work. That usually makes a big mess when you do it like that. Just gonna have to add more water. Until I get stars upon thars. McPhineas McBean, my star on and star off machine. See, I tell you what, I grew up with Dr. Seuss. I don't know about the rest of you, but I learned my poetries from Dr. Seuss and my dad. My dad did a lot of poetry. Yeah, we're starting to get some action now. Me and my dad, we were the only ones that were real poetic. A lot of other members of the family just didn't get into all that. Nope, that's not working either. Boy, I'll tell you. Starry, starry night. Ski trails on a mountainside, moonlight in Vermont, telephone lines ain't down the highway, travel each bend and road. Ooh. Let's see. God, you are my partner in this awesome, often solemn life. Whether the loss was family, a home, a love, or a wife, when I think of folded paper and I try to make it flat, but it still lifts around the edges, never perfect after that, I remember you're my partner and you want me to know that it's not the shape the paper's in, but that it's white as snow. My heart shouts through solid glass. I peer back but cannot do the words I see it saying. It wants to cry, and so must you. So I remember at that moment, you're my partner, and I knew that God had gotten me this far. and he will get me through. I was on a ship that caught fire one time, and I was the ship's cameraman. I actually took pictures of people fighting the fire. So when the fire was over, we all got, and they were filling out a report. For some reason, my report turned into a poem. And you see, in the military, you live in very small spaces, so you can't have those big tanks on your back. Uh-oh, I ruined my lake.
The sheriff said great poem.
And, oh, look at that. Okay. So my lake has dried enough. We're going to do this. Like that. And somehow I made a mistake and I was sparkling my lake, but yet the sparkles on the lake actually, as I brush them out, begin to look like, you know, the glitter on the lake from the moon. So I'm all into that. I'm thinking that could be something here. We could be discovering a very interesting thing. So let's go left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. See if we can't get something out of here that would be interesting. Oh boy, look at that. Wow. Okay. We know that the horizon's going to be very, very bright right there. So we're going to do that a little brighter. Whoop, and right there, and whoop. Right there. Whew, boy. Let's put a few more on here. A few little dibber dabbers. And then we'll come down to the dark. Bring that up. Wow, that looks really good. All right. Okay, now let's get back to our clouds. I was making clouds and forgot to make my, so I am in the English Navy. And
High Haven Cabin said, another accidental, beautiful aspect of the water.
Yes! Isn't that wonderful? Happy accident. Bob was so right.
Rhonda said, very nice poem, Donny.
Yes. And so anyway, let me tell you the fire poem. So all of a sudden the fire has begun. Engines die and people run to ready defense of home afloat. Alone at sea, us and this boat. Many arms become as two as all equipment takes the line. Our vessel's life at stake we knew. We were ready just in time. Hoses charged with ammunition. 2 men in their own atmosphere. Descending with no indecision. Descending with no time to fear. Advancing blind on fire's world. Its flowing walls of thick defense. Upon its danger water hurled. Dying calls through hissing vents. Oh, billows dwindle to a wisp. The scars of heat and flame remain. Black satin coat, metal twist. But she's still our home. It's still the same. And of all the places I could be, none would trade their place for the feeling that I'd seen as grinning shattered the sooted face. Oh boy, that was exciting. That was exciting. It's funny too, because when you're in the military, you're very specialized in what you do. And we can be down below decks, can't see outside, no portholes or anything. And the deckhands will notice that there's a problem with the wind and the waves and the angle of the boat. And they'll jump up and run out of the room and go find out what's going on. And the engineers, they just sit there. I'm just like, what did they, what's wrong? Where did they go? But they knew, because that's their job, that something wasn't right. And so then on the day the fire happened, the deckhands and I and other people were on the mess deck of the ship having lunch, and all of a sudden the engines just kind of went, "Argh." Well, the deckhands just kind of stared at each other, but the engineers, boom, they were up and out of their seats and out of that room and running towards the engine room. They knew that was their baby, their space. They knew something was not right in that home, in the engineering space. And so that was, just by your own, by your own, well, I don't want to call it rate, by your own experience. You know by your own experience that that something's wrong with what you deal with. It's not the same feeling that you always have. And all right, so we're gonna. Whew, this is pretty exciting. Boy, look at this. This is really gonna be something. Wait till you see that moon on the water. Wow. Are we still in good shape here? We see good? Okay. All right. All right, so it's time for some dark mountains. Whoa, I'm just throwing the brushes around. I'm so excited here. All right, now we're going to give the chance for the sky to dry. And we are going to do, let's get a really dark Purple Mountain's Majesty kind of color here going. We're going to mix black and purple and gray. I've got two kinds. I've got violet and I've got, let's see which one I like more here. Oh, I can't tell. I like them both. Yep. And we're going to put that right there. Oh, look at that. Let's get some Purple Mountain Majesty going here. Yep, I think we're just going to cover that white.
Okay, the numbers after your name, Spaceman, are not your phone number. It is, it's numbers of, like that you're assigned for your channel. And, like ours had an option of, it's called your handle. They call it your handle. If you actually have a YouTube channel, you can take the numbers off. I think if you don't have a YouTube channel, you can remove those numbers as well, as long as nobody else has the exact same handle as you. Like Spaceman, yours is an unusual type of a handle, so you could go into the settings and take the numbers off if you wanted. You probably could too, Rhonda. It's just, it shows up sometimes in the chats. It doesn't show up other times. It just depends on the device or whatever, but it's not your phone number.
Well, they would know it's not their phone number, but wouldn't they?
The numbers are to identify you from anybody else on YouTube. That's what the numbers are there, but you can actually change it if you want to. And like Rhonda, if you wanted to take your last name off or something like that, you could actually remove your last name and change the thing. We were doing that to my sister-in-law the other day when I was with her, because she didn't really know how to do it. And
oh, beautiful.
And so I was able to
for
help
spacious
her,
sky.
so she did not have her last name on.
For amber waves that frank.
Especially since, since she was on my my videos, and I didn't want you know, I didn't want any kind of a creepy person to try to find her.
And Purple
So-
Mountain Majesty above the fruited plain.
Spaceman, you're funny.
Ooh, okay, I like that idea. America, America.
It might be a number that actually is linked to however you gave information to
God shed His grace on me
YouTube, you know.
and crown again.
Like Donny's and mine, they don't have a number at the end of them, because I went into the settings and removed that. But it's basically, they want,
I've been neutered.
what YouTube was trying to do there with that is create a thing called handles, so that each person had a unique handle and it wasn't the same as anybody else. Because you know how those, they're trying to eliminate the you know, the robot spam type things, so that it's not a problem the way it used to be. You know how there would be crazy things in the chat. That's what they're trying to eliminate, that kind of stuff. You can go into the settings and change the information. Let me see if I can tell you how to do it.
And crown me good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Boy.
When you go onto YouTube, you click on your little profile thing, profile image, whether it has a letter or your name, like Spaceman has an S, Rhonda has an R, you know. Cher actually has a little photo she put in. So you would click on that. And then when you click on that, on mine it says customize channel. And you would click on that. And then I think it's under, let me see. Maybe it's under basic info. Yeah, it's under basic info. It'll say, after you click on that information, you go in until you find, it'll say layout, branding, basic info. You click on basic info, and then it'll say the name for
Let's give a little shadow.
Channel, and then it'll say handle. And that's where, when it says handle, that's where you want to take off the number if you don't want the number. Or if you don't want your last name on there, take your last name off and remove your last name. You know.
Let's
So you're a little more secure sometimes if you do not have your last name on there, just for the sake of, you know, strange
give a little bit
strange
of
people.
like an open field here. Remember, it's dark night. It's a dark night. So we've gotta remember to keep the shadows and the working of the mountain all in there. Like that. And let's do that on the other side. We're using a little bit of the English Navy.
Hi, Annette.
We're going to bring the English Navy down here. Just going to scrub that in real quick. Put some more white with that. Just a little bit to catch catch the light of the moon. Hello, Annette. We're having fun here. We have a project, and we are trying to do it in time and timeliness. Okay. I think I'm not quite getting what I want there. I think I want a little bit more, a little smoother. There we go. That'll work. Okay. We're going to take that down to here.
Alright,
Like
so I put in the comments, I added the instructions, Rhonda, so you can write those down if you want, and then follow those instructions later and fix it the way you want it to be. Same thing for you, Spaceman, if you want to change it.
We're just using imagination here. We're just hoping things work out. Just hoping things work out here. I have no idea.
Thanks for joining us, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy. I'm just going to spend out the paint here. We'll see what...
Said, I'm 13 subscribers away from 100. When that happens, I'm going to dance and eat a cupcake. LOL.
Woohoo! Content. Do your favorite content so that you're never tired of doing it. Never get tired as long as you do what you want to do. All right. In the water. Okay. So we're going back to some Purple Mountain's Majesty. We've got our little trees. We need a little bit of backup in here. Just a little bit of darkness. And then a little bit right along there to give that a tree line look. And then we come down here. Oh, that's not good. Let's go over here. Trying to be as quick as possible.
I'm one of your 88 subscribers, Spaceman. So is Donny.
Oh, that's sweet.
Rhonda said she wrote down the information.
Wonderful. See, you have to... Here we go. All right. Next brush. So now we go up one.
Thanks for joining us, Jimmy. He's going to bed.
Thank you for even stopping by there. Always glad to have you. My front row. Okay, now this brush is a little bit too big. We'll use that one next. Right now, we're looking for some more trees. We want a little bit bigger trees. I'm going to use the darker violet first. Make them a little bit bigger than the last ones were. We're going to come right up this little alleyway here. And go like this, just sparsely put them in right there. Then we're going to go to the lighter color, tap off a little bit of it, and then go in next to the dark we just did. And then we'll go right here, right in with the dark we just did. Okay, I can't tell, I can't see that. Ooh, that did not go as like I thought it would. Okay. So, that means I had too much. I wanted to do just a little bit on the brush, not that much. So we're gonna have to go back over those trees a little bit. Let's get some dark in there and a little bit more contrast. I would say we could even jump in there. Let's jump in there with a little bit of the black, just to define those trees a little bit. I'm trying to move along quickly. I get too caught up in one spot and forget about the whole painting. So let's do that. All right. We're gonna bring those down. Now we're gonna go back to the purple. And we're gonna do even a lighter, a bigger. Let's see, that's not the way I want it to go. Okay, so that brush is over here. Just gonna come down here and just sparsely populate. There we go. All right.
Okay,
Then,
it's the cat. This is the cat. The squirrel came back today, and the cat just wanted that squirrel.
bigger prey.
And
She
there
figures
was a-
she can't catch a bird, but she could catch a
Well,
squirrel.
And the bird and the little bird landed, you know, back there, but she didn't. She saw the bird, but she didn't care nothing about the bird right then because the squirrel was there. She wanted the squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
I did a little video. I'm gonna post it.
All right. Phew, boy, that is beautiful. I know you can't quite see it as good as I can, but it is beautiful. So I'm doing the purple. I'm doing the purple and the black, and I'm trying to get the black on one side and the purple on the other side so that I get a two-color tree, which would be nice, and that helps me too. I've noticed that when I get two colors on a brush, I get a real pretty look. Much prettier look than just one color on a brush, you know, because it does both colors at the same time. It just seems to do something. Oops, too much. It just does something more realistic, I should say, more realistic. And so it's like purple on one side, fruit on the bottom, fruit on the bottom, purple on one side, black on the other. And then we gotta bring in these little guys. And all right. Now, this is where I get brave. This is where you have to do the, remember when Bob would just hit that brush. By the way, Bob's right here. He's looking around the corner. And he would take that big 1-inch or 2-inch brush and just start hammering away. And that's really what I want to do, but I don't know how to do that exactly the way he did it. So I know that if we do it just right, we will get some beautiful background trees, and that's what we're going to get. And then we have to go back and get some white, and maybe some blue and some white. We're trying to make like a shadow, and blue and white and black make pretty shadows. Ooh, look at that. All right. Thank you, Bob, for giving me courage. Thank you, Bob, for giving me courage. There we go. Boy, look at that. All right, we did a nice ridge line there. I wonder if we could do that up here to show a little bit more color up higher. Let's go ahead and get into the black, the blue, some white, black, blue. How about a little shadowy trees up here too? Ones that are showing off some of the moon. Okay. There we go. Boy, yeah, that worked. All right. Oh, good. We'll just bring those down a little bit right here into the gully. Yep. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Who knows who that character is? We need some black, and we need some white, and we need a different color blue now, because we're trying to make a shadow. Black, white, blue. Let's go ahead and get another set of trees right in there. Bringing up some of the things, leave a little open ground. All right. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So we're doing white and black and blue. White, black, blue. Trying to get a shadowy color in here. Kind of showing off the... That almost looks like a rocky seashore right there now, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and drop that down. Make ourselves a nice little rocky seashore right in here, reflecting some of that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take that over here. And we need some more blue, some more white. Let's go ahead and get our shadow in there. Wow, look at those shadows. I like that. Whew, boy. Whew, I could almost just take a break. This is exciting. I don't know what to do. Okay, some black, some blue, some more shadows. All right. Okay, that's complete right there. Let's go over to the other side. And let's, I like that idea of a rock face. Like a gray rock face is right in here. Some rocks are reflecting off the sun. Oh, let's get our blade out. Yeah, let's get the blade out. Let's get some paint on here. And we'll put a few shadows right there. Let's get some paint and let's make our all right, there's the blade. What shall we do? Okay, that's looking good. Let's bring that up. Okay, I'm seeing something right there. We can, hey! Hey!
Hey!
You want me to toss a little tennis shoe back there?
I don't know, cat might have been involved in
No,
it.
she's right there.
I heard her jump though.
No, it wasn't her coming out here.
Did she jump back there then?
Yeah, she jumped back to see what was going on.
Okay.
Can you get by?
Yes.
All right, so now we have to check on our little spat back there. And Mama's gonna go check on that. See who's causing trouble. Okay. Alright. So we need like a rock or something here. Let's get a rock in here. We need to get a little purple into that rock. A little bit of night, a little bit of that shadow color. Get the shadows of the rocks in here. Turn that a little bit. Oop, not enough purple. Gotta get that, and then we gotta get that moonlight in there. As far as we could tell, everything's okay back there, huh? Yeah, they usually don't fuss much. I think it's the first time we've ever heard them fuss when we've actually been live.
You know, they don't do that very often.
No, they sure don't.
It's that rat terrier. It's gets an attitude every now and then.
Okay. Where's that blade?
Hi, Scott and Michelle. Working late. Just wanted to say hi. Such a beautiful painting.
Oh, well, I'm getting ready to reveal the moon. I'm getting ready to reveal the moon here. Anything could happen when that comes out. When the moon comes out at night. We started out the night with Harvest Moon. And everybody said, oh no, it's stuck in my head. Shine on Harvest Moon. And we've been working on the mountains and the seashore, waiting for our sky to dry. And now it looks dry. And we're putting in a little bit of water right there, and there, and there, just a little bit right there. I'm trying to catch a little bit of that moon, you know, trying to catch a little bit of the moon. You know what? I'm going to try my big brush and some moon spots here. Wonder if I could get it to. Wonder if I could get that thing to dance, give my trees just a little bit of the reflection of the moon on them. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of the night. Yeah, just a little bit of the night on my trees. Maybe a little wisp on the ground over here. Yeah, just a little wispy. You know, we could even make that. That's going to help with my clouds too, because I've got to make these clouds more two-dimensional. See, because right now they're just one-dimensional. And I want two-dimensional. Now that we've got our sky is dry. Okay.
Rhonda said it takes her time to understand how to do things. She went into settings that she couldn't figure it out. It's the same way for me, Rhonda. Sometimes I have to just trial and error, you know, just try things until I figure it out.
Yeah.
Also, if you can't figure something out, type in the search engine under YouTube and ask the search engine how to do, you know, how to change your handle or something like that, and a video will probably come up and show you how to do it with pictures. Because I was just telling how to do it with words, and it might be, some people are more picture oriented so that they can, if they see it, they can do it. Sometimes I have to see it to do it. My wild home, hello. Spaceman said, I just ate a Frosty and now I need my blanket. You caught a chill, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Smoky Mountain Man, sharing the links.
Although I don't eat the Frosties, I do trust Wendy's. If I have to eat to go quickly. I worked for Wendy's back in 1991, believe it or not. I was training as a manager, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do the speed and everything. I was still kind of ADD and had issues and.
Keep painting. You're running over your.
So yeah, I'm at my I'm just not sure where to go. I am just amazed where I'm at.
You still got white at the bottom.
How do you know where to go unless you got an idea where you're at? Boy.
Hi, Cynthia. Hope you're feeling better, sweetie.
Yes.
Cynthia is wearing a boot on her foot.
Boot to boot.
And she was dealing with some breathing issues. So thank you for all praying for Cynthia and praying for Ann Reynolds. She said she wasn't doing very well. She needs prayer as well. Cynthia and Ann.
boy.
We appreciate that
This
we
is-
have praying friends that watch us, that will join in and agree in prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia said, doing better today. Meds are kicking in and getting the crud out of my lungs. Yeah, Rhonda, type in the search engine later how to change my YouTube handle, and then see, find a little video that'll help you to do it. Cynthia said she loves the painting.
Thank you.
Annette said, time to let the dog out. I'll be back soon, hopefully.
All right, let's reveal our moon.
Oh, it's funny. Annette said, time to let the dog out. So because she typed the word time, Nightbot dropped the date and time.
Uh-huh. That's cute. All right, so we just pulled the tape off, and I didn't push it down hard enough, so it's got a little bit underneath the tape. So now I take my moon brush. I've got a moon brush, and it makes moons for me. All right. And then we take some white and some gray, and we dab off a bunch of paint, and we try to take a little bit of the blue we've been using,
I
and
think that the Nightbot is dropping the same weather instead of typing a different one. Seems like the same one. My Wild Home wants to know if you've been painting for a long time, Donny.
no, I haven't. Well, of course, I was a house painter for a little bit of a heads up on regular painting. I started Bob Ross just 2 years ago, really. We're just
I'll tell you what, if you end up, like Cynthia said she jammed her toes when she wasn't being careful. I fell over and hit my foot on a cement curb, and it actually broke my foot. They said that
emulsion.
technically a fracture is a break, and I did not put a boot on right away, and I probably should have right away.
Yeah, we didn't even know to.
I didn't even know. I knew, like, I knew I heard it at the time, but then later it was, it got worse. So.
Which was one of the symptoms, by the way.
Yeah, it was one of the symptoms of the kind of fracture break I
It doesn't hurt at
was.
first.
It's called a version fracture or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can always go to one of those thrift store places, you know, and see if they have a medical section. Because when people don't need a medical boot or something like that, they will turn it in and donate it to those places, and then you can get it.
Save hundreds.
You can get it and then put it on and wear it, and it can save you a lot of trouble later if you actually wear a boot, if you're dealing with something. This Nightbot is, I wonder why Nightbot only seems to be giving the same exact weather. So it must be only giving weather for where we're located or something. It's not giving weather for specific locations. Cynthia said she was also dealing with some bronchitis issues, so we pray over her lungs to be clean and clear in the name of Jesus, and for those foot to heal quickly. Cynthia said it's the same foot she fractured about 5 years ago. I try to be extra careful now because I had that previous issue, so I try to be extra careful now. Cynthia said it took her 6 months to realize it was fractured at the time. Rhonda said she had broke her foot in '98 going after a softball in practice in the grass. It wasn't fun, and I was out for the whole season. Hi, Annette. She's back. Cynthia says she doesn't like wearing shoes. Well, Cynthia, because we have dogs, I don't like being barefoot. I figure them dogs' feet are everywhere, and I don't like having my feet barefoot. I will wear flip-flops, though.
Mm-hmm.
Rhonda said she was a slow pitcher for her softball team.
Oh, me too. High arc.
Donny was a softball?
I played softball in the Coast Guard.
Huh.
You know, the team was like once a year for a couple of weeks. You know, it wasn't a big deal.
Cynthia said, my dogs always seem to find our feet when they're barefoot. That's another thing. You have big dogs, Cynthia, so that big dog stepping on those bare feet is not fun.
Yeah. Whew, I am worn out from just this. I'm gonna have to touch this up later. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, or how I'm gonna do it, or anything.
But that's fine. You can.
Yep.
So you're already 20 minutes after anyway, so.
Yeah. Tell you what I'll do. I'll do one more thing.
I said I played in the Park District. It was fun.
I know what I'll do. I'm gonna do. Right now, I'm just using up some of the paint that's on my palette, and we'll do some more with this later. But I just thought of this. I thought, let me take my painting out of the easel here. The bottom's a little bit off there. Doesn't have the thing, but I'm seeing something interesting here. Something is coming to my mind, so watch out. Something is coming to his mind. Watch out. So he is now doing like another pool right here. Who knows, this could be the finale we've been looking for.
Spaceman said, good night, all. Be sure to leave a comment after the live.
Like that, and then we're going to do a waterfall right there. And we're just going to do a quick little waterfall right here. Just coming down like that. We're going to do a
We will be
thing on
we
the
will be
top.
giving away some of these paintings that he's doing as giveaways on our channels, our various channels of milestone giveaways.
Yes, that'll be awesome. And hopefully someone will want them. You know, I would feel bad if it's a giveaway and nobody signs up. So everybody sign up. We're just going to do a big waterfall right here. Goodness.
Cynthia says, I'll sign up.
Thank you. I knew I could count on my front row. I knew I could count on my front row. See, and then we just pull this down a little bit like that. Soften it up a little bit. And right there. Oops. I'll tell you, wet paint is hard to deal with. I'm trying to get it to do what I want it to do, and it won't do it. There it goes. Okay. Oh, ooh, look at that. A little bit of a splash. Ooh, a splash. Ooh, splash. Ooh, that's cool. How about a splash over here, too? A splash. Oh, and a splash at the bottom, where the water's hitting the wherever it's going.
Thanks, Annette. She's leaving the comments.
Yeah. There we go. Well, I thought I was just about out of ideas, but I'll tell you, this has taken me by storm here. So we're gonna just do this here and splash. Some splashes. Boy, look at that. Maybe a couple of splashes coming over here. And a few. Hey, how about one right in the middle where there's a rock or something right there? Yeah. And some splashes. And we're going to take that off this way. All right. So then when we can call this paint done after all. This painting's done after all then. And we can put a little bit of a blue shoreline right there. And then go back and put a few splashes to bring it in. All right. I think I'll leave that right there. I like that little smooth spot there. That looks kind of cool. Let's kind of leave that there. All right. I feel like there's not enough movement right here. Like, Something's missing right there. We need something right there. Oh yeah, there you go. We'll bring that down. Excellent. And you know what? We could actually take a rock. Put a rock right there. Look at that rock. That rock is causing that splash. That's what he's doing.
Scott said, looks great, Donny.
Thank you, boy. Look at this last minute thing. Wow, is that cool? Okay. And then wipe a little bit of that off, and then we'll just touch that again and get a little bit of a splash off this rock. And of course there certainly would be a little bit of splash on the rock. Yep, there he goes. That would probably be an upward motion.
You did a great job, Donny.
Thank you, thank you. Look at that, boy. We need to put just a little tip. We need to put a little tip of a rock right there. Yep, a little tip. Just so that everybody knows there's a rock right there. And wow. Okay. That'll do it. She's a dunner. She's a dunner. I think I'm gonna clean off my brush, and I need to work with that area right
Suzanne
there.
said, great work, Donny.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Anna. It's just fun. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm doing. We gotta just add a little color right there. That was a little too bland.
Donny said she gave you hearts.
Hearts. Thank you, hearts. Purples. Purples. Get a little bit of life in here. And some shadows. Okay, we're gonna touch that again. Okay. Whew. Yep. All right. Tell me when to stop, because I don't know when to stop here.
I guess you could stop and then touch it up tomorrow.
Well, it's just that this white band up here, I feel like it's not rolling over the edge of the painting. I want to just kind of touch that so that it looks more like there. Yeah. And even maybe a, no, that's not gonna, that's not it. Oh, there. All right. Maybe we can get a few little streaks across here to make it look more like a nearby lake. Okay, that helped. That helped bring the surface of the lake up to the dam, because the waterfall was just looking like it was standing in front of everything instead of at the base. That little thing helped right there. All right. We're gonna go for, I think we'll do, yeah, I think we'll do purple. Okay. I am signed, sealed, and done. Brush in the water. Brush in the water.
That little water thing help you?
It was interesting. It basically drained on its own. I put it together too quickly, but it's interesting because it uses the same thing as the dog watering thing. You know, once you use it, then more pours out. It's quite interesting. I hope it.
On the Timo video, this is what Donny wanted. That was his thing right there, and you put water in here, and you put your brush here, and it's supposed to clean your brush, and
change out your water. And keep changing it out and changing it out the whole time that you're painting. And it worked quite well. I've got to figure out, it's got to be level, and I got to have more water in it. And then you push this little button and it drains, but it's not sitting tight, so it's kind of interesting. Not exactly.
How was the little phone holder today?
The phone holder was good until it was in the sunshine. There's too much sun coming through the.
Oh, then it got overheated.
My phone was, the phone was getting hot, kind of. So I had to.
Rhonda said, "Thanks for singing Happy Birthday, everybody." Rhonda's birthday is tomorrow, so if you didn't wish her a happy birthday, you might want to quickly say Happy Birthday, Rhonda.
Happy birthday.
This was the one of the other things I ordered off of Temu, and there's a little pouch, and it's connected into the air thing. So he might need to move it to another air thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move it where it doesn't quite touch the.
Where it doesn't get the sun, but for his phones to go in there. People are wishing happy birthday to Rhonda. And she said, thanks, everyone. Okay, so you're going to say goodnight?
Yep, that's it for me. I'm just wanting to touch up the top of this cloud here to make it look like it's catching the moon. I missed that earlier. There's always going to be something. Always going to be something. Okay. I'm going to let y'all go now. I don't want to, but I am. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. I really enjoy you coming with me, my friends, as we create together this amazing thing in front of us that went from nothing to something in just a few minutes. And we are really honored and blessed by God in our days, these days. And let's thank him for every bit of talent, every bit of everything that we get, anything that we can do that glorifies God. We need to do it. And that's the thing. Whatever you do it for the Lord, and you will be blessed for doing it. And that's all we can say. That's all we can do. All right. Good night. Good night. Remember, I love you. We love you. But Jesus loves you more. Always praying, thanking, and blessing the Lord. Amen.